Flosstube friends, it's me, Patty, coming to you from the extreme east coast of Canada, where I'm currently in my office, my work office parking lot, and I thought it was high time I stopped by and said hello. So hi! It is a beautiful sunny day, very unlike the foggy video I would have put in at the beginning of this video of Middle Cove Beach, where that was over the weekend. It is now Tuesday, May 5th. And it is such a beautiful day. It's really, really windy, and the wind is making it cold. So, and I forgot to bring a jacket. I just left the house without a coat this morning. So because otherwise I may have gone for a short walk. But anyway, I thought I'd come out here and have a chat with you. So I thought I'd come out here and have a chat with you and do a little bit of knitting. So I'll show you what I'm knitting. I'll show you what I'm knitting on. I'm knitting on mystery yarn. It's a really pretty, I don't know if this, yeah, let's look at it there. That's pretty good. So it's a hot pink yarn, and it's got nubs of different colors in it. Hopefully you can see that. It's a mystery yarn because I'm pretty sure that this is an Irish dyer. I think I bought this years ago when I visited my friend Catherine, hi Catherine, in Ireland. So I think that's what this is from, although I could be wrong. And again, it's blowing out. So hopefully you can see the colors there, or even back here. There you can see the colors. Maybe you could see them before, but I couldn't see that you could see them. Yeah, so I am knitting the Enniskillen shawl, I think it's called. Yep, by Brenda Bayfield. So this is what it's going to look like. And I'm doing well so far. A few mistakes at the lace in the beginning, but I decided that was fine. I could live with that. So I'm out here right now in the shawl. The lace along the edge is really, really pretty. Not very hard, very pretty. I haven't been bringing my cross stitch into work because I'm a little self-conscious about having to wear magnifiers or taking my glasses off, and I know that my eyes cross when I take my glasses off when I'm stitching. So it's completely a vanity issue why I didn't bring my cross stitch, but I have been. We're into a bit of a nice routine at home right now where I get home and I do a little bit of tidying in the craft room because I'm really trying to work on that, and then we work on some stuff that we need to do for the paperwork and things that we need to do, and then I spend a half an hour to an hour stitching in the evening. So it's not much stitching, but it's something, and I'm going to show you later today the stitching that I've been doing. But I also wanted to stop by and tell you all about StitchNorth, because my business partner Cheryl and I, with Brin Nedle, we're at StitchNorth Weekend One this year. That's held in Brampton, Ontario, Canada, and is hosted by my friend Caroline over at Evertote, or Off the Grid Needle Art. And it was a really fun week. I think both Cheryl and I commented that the energy in the room, the stitchy room this year, was incredible. I don't know why, I don't know what was different, but it was a really nice feeling, and I think it was our favorite StitchNorth so far. They just keep getting better and better. Our Newfoundland Labrador friends, Pam from Pam's Crafty Corner, Vonnie from Thread the Needle, or from I can't remember Vonnie's designing. I'll put it at the bottom because I can't remember her designing, Bonnie's designing name, because I think it might be different than Thread the Needle. So that has been awesome, or that was awesome to see them there as well. And of course, you're with 225 of your closest stitchy friends, which is really incredible. We had just a great time. I will also this evening show you some haul that I have, that I brought back with me. Because even though we were there vending, you know, we were surrounded by pretty incredible vendors. And that's the other thing. It seems like the vendors are all, they're bringing it to StitchNorth, like just doing incredibly well for some really awesome designs and concepts to bring to StitchNorth. So that was really fun. I'll be back in a second. So the disadvantage of me sitting in my car in my work parking lot is that people are coming out. It's lunchtime and people are coming out to get in their cars, and I'm here talking to myself in my car, and very few people here know that I have a Flosstube channel, and it is slightly embarrassing because I'm sitting in my car talking to myself, but that's fine. I'm knitting, so maybe everybody thinks that I have I'm watching something while I sit here and knit. I don't really care, but it's kind of funny. So I hope the wind isn't too much for her. I've got the windows open because on this side of the car, the wind is just beating on the vehicle. The whole vehicle is shaking actually from the wind. And but I have got to have those windows open because it is also very, very hot in the car with the sun. So what else can I tell you about StitchNorth? It was, as I said, it was amazing. It was great to see Caroline and Carrie and Hannah, and to meet some of the other Evertote staff that I haven't met before, or have met but in passing. I got to meet Diana Bloom, the cross-stitch designer, was there. Ellen was there. Rara McGuy. One of the vendors who hasn't been there when we've been there before was Stitchman Darcy, and he had kits and fabrics, so I'll be showing you some of that later today. So that was really fun to meet him and his friend Frances. Yeah, so it was a great time was had by all. And of course, you know, you get to StitchNorth and you're talking to all these people, and you see all these Flosstubers and all these people that you see on your wall. Well, in my case, on my wall that I watch when I'm watching Flosstube. So I met Kathy in person from Kathy's Quilts and Stitching, and her friend Debbie by the river was there as well. Debbie is a force of nature when it comes to having a good time, so that was really fun. My friend Candace was there from I Can Sew Make That. I know I'm going to forget somebody important, and I'm going to apologize in advance because there were so many people and so many friends. Like Cheryl, the Tiny Modernist, was there. Just so many wonderful, wonderful friends that, you know, your cross-stitch, got to get together with my cross-stitch peeps, which was awesome. Another row done. Yeah, so work is going well. As you've noticed, I've been away for several months. It's taken me several months to get over the exhaustion of working regular full-time hours, and in those regular full-time hours learning an incredible amount of information, taking a lot of information in. So now I'll have been working for 5 months on the 8th of this month, and which is really neat. It's gone really fast. I'm finally, over the past month, finally hit the point where I can do things in the evening, and I'm not just coming home, making supper, cleaning up and going to bed, or coming home, having supper made for me, not cleaning up and going to bed, which is what I was doing a lot of the time. I have a very patient spouse. So he's really been picking up the slack over the past few months, bless him. So anyway, it's nice to finally have a little bit more energy again to do some stitching or knitting in the evening, because really for the first 3 or 4 months that I was working, I didn't stitch. I did a little bit of knitting. I managed to finish 2 Sophie scarves. I'll put a picture of those up and the information for the pattern. I made 1 each for 2 of my friends here. We went on a girls' weekend a few weekends ago before StitchNorth, and I gave them to them as a present. That was a really great reintroduction, or kind of a kick in the arse to get back into knitting again. And this has been my appointment shawl, my waiting for whenever I have to wait. I have this in my purse and I just haul it out when I'm waiting. Anyway, I'm not sure what the time is exactly now, and I don't want to be late to go back into work. So it was great talking to you, and I will talk to you again when I do show you my cross-stitch update this evening. Chat soon. Bye. Hi friends. I'm back. I did not get a chance to video after I was speaking to you the other day in the car, and it is now, it is now Thursday, May 7th. I'm actually going away for the weekend. I'm going to be going out to visit my parents in Gander Bay, which is in central Newfoundland, about a 4.5 hour drive from here. And I wanted to get a video up before I left. That was my goal. So I'm doing a little bit of a StitchNorth compilation because I have some stuff here from StitchNorth, and I wanted to show you a couple of things that I've started since either during StitchNorth or since StitchNorth. And yeah, so the first thing I'm going to show you is sorry, I keep thinking I should be looking over there, but I need to look here. So I apologize if I keep, my eyes are going to cross. The first thing I want to show you is a gorgeous present that I received from Caroline. Caroline of Evertote and Evertote and Off the Grid Needle Arts. This is one of my patterns, a pattern I designed with Roxy Floss Co. Floss last year for Canada Day. And my friend Robin, hi Robin, my friend Robin stitched this beautifully. So let's look at that. Isn't it? Oh, the light's horrible. I'm back. I switched the phone and I fixed my light. Hopefully it's better than it was. So I want to show you this gorgeous present. It was stitched by my friend Robin, who is my test stitcher. And this is a pattern I designed for Canada Day with Roxy Floss Co. fabric and flosses. This is available from Evertote in a printed format, and I will have it up on my website soon. I'm slow to get this one up there, but look at this bag. Isn't it beautiful? It's a wedge tote. Here's the back. Beautiful, nice white interior. A little key ring on the side, but it is just gorgeous. I'm thrilled with it. Yeah, so thank you very much, Caroline and team, because I think Situ put it together, one of Caroline's team members. So thank you so much. What else do I have here to show you? I have a mess. You can't really see it, but I promise you I have a mess. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay. All right. I did do some shopping when I was at StitchNorth. So I bought 2 of these vinyl front project bags from Gamma's Treasures. I'll put her information down at the bottom. See her logo there in the middle on the thread keep. And I just love this Christmassy fabric. I thought that was so cute. And then the other one is pumpkins. Fall being my favorite time of the year. And in this one I have housed my pattern and my start at StitchNorth. This is by Stitchman Darcy. Hi Darcy! And was lucky enough to meet Darcy and his friend Francis at StitchNorth. And so I started this. This came as a kit with the floss and the fabric and the pattern. And I started it at StitchNorth on weekend 1, and it's almost a finish. Oh, let's see. I need to put something behind that. Here we go. Yeah, so I changed the colors slightly. I used some Brin Nedle purples, and the orange is Samhain. I used white for the snowflakes, for the big snowflakes. So I still have to do a big snowflake here in the middle. And I'm sorry, it rolls. I stitch in hand, so my fabric rolls, and I probably should have ironed this before I showed it to you, but maybe I'll be more organized next time. We all know I will not be more organized next time. Here we go. So I'm really happy with how that's turning out. And I'm really happy that I might have a finish in May. Oh, and I forgot to show you. So another retailer from Nova Scotia who was at StitchNorth was Kelly Gillis. Here's one of her needle minders right here. So that is one of her watercolor paintings. I think watercolor. I could have that wrong. Oh, print of watercolor painting. It is one of her watercolor paintings. I also purchased this, what are these called? It's a counting pin. Look at the beautiful crystals there on the top. Isn't that gorgeous? And then the last thing I bought from Kelly, which I absolutely love, move this to the back, is this beautiful, oh, it's upside down, beautiful Swarovski crystal needle minder. Can you see that? See that bling? Let me take it off. And let me put it in its box. Let me get set up here. Here we go. Isn't that beautiful? I can't get the camera to, there we go. That's not bad. It's just gorgeous. Hopefully you can see the shimmering. So really pleased with that. I like this size. It's nice and small, so it's great for when I'm stitching in hand. It doesn't, I'm able to stitch and the fabric isn't flopping over because of the weight of the needle minder, which I really like. So I'm going to roll this back up and put it back in my Gamma's Treasure bag. And here's the very messy, this is the cute little thread bed that goes with that went with it. That's really sweet. So there's that. I'm going to take that with me this weekend. I'm taking both my cross stitch projects and my knitting project that I showed you in the car with me this weekend. I don't know how much I'll get done, but you know, we live in hope. So the other, now let me get cleaned up a little bit again. I also went shopping at Kemat Designs. Kemat Designs was there as well. And there I got 3 patterns, and one of these is missing, but I got these cool cross-stitch line keepers, so they're magnetic. I use a lot of paper patterns, so this will help me keep track, especially a geometric pattern. I find, sorry, I got something there that I need to get rid of. There we go. Excuse my thumb. Anyway, it's magnetic and it goes over your pattern, so you can keep track of which row and such you're on for counting. So that's been very useful. I really like that. I also purchased from Kemat Designs a Teresa Kogut Not Your Nice Stocking pattern. I think this is a lovely, lovely pattern. And even the toe down here is stitched. So that's really cool. I also got this hands-on design. What's it called? This Bee's Got Knees. I thought that was really cute. And I really like the construction, so I was interested in learning how to do the construction. And I have the tutorial. It shows how to finish this in a box finish, as well as how to do this round finish, which is really neat. So that's equally pretty. And then the third pattern that I purchased from Kemat Designs is this Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery Perennial Flower Sampler. In the Garden of Life, friendship is the perennial flower. Isn't that beautiful? I should take that out of the bag and show you. This is actually the piece that other piece that I'm working on. I can't remember if I started this at StitchNorth or not. I think I may have. So there's the pattern. Really pretty. Love the frame too. Yeah. So I started this, like I said, I think I may have started at StitchNorth, barely. Or maybe I didn't. That's 2 weeks ago. I can't remember. I am converting some of, it calls for Valdani threads. I'm converting the fabric and the thread. Well, there's no Valdani fabric, but I'm converting to Brin Nedle. And this is a new, I need something really good to put behind this. I'm going to use this huge board. Okay, so this is a new Brin Nedle fabric. It's called Mish, and it's a brown dappled fabric. And here's my start on the house. Yeah, I think that's turning out really cute. And I'm really pleased by the fabric too. It's a bit dark. It's a bit darker than shown in the picture, but I'm happy with how that's looking. I think it's looking really nice and rich. And I need to cut that down because if I'm going to use that as a board, it needs to be much smaller. Yeah, so there's that. If you hear meowing in the background, that's one of the cats trying to get in. That's Iggy. He's not allowed in here. There we go. Very pretty. So I'm happy with that. I'm also going to bring this to Gander Bay with me this weekend. Again, I'm driving, so I'm the driver. So I'm not sure how much stitching I'm going to get done, because normally I would stitch on the way there and on the way back. But we'll see. Okay, so the next thing I also purchased from Samply Stitched. These are beautiful. They are, I'm not sure if the bottoms are leather or vinyl. Anyway, they're beautiful bags. So this is the first bag I picked up. So this is a leathery or a vinyl bottom. There's the name of the business right there, stitched in there. And look at this beautiful cross-stitch fabric. I also love the little puff and the little spool that's there at the edge. Really cute. And then the other one that I picked up, and everything's just collapsed on the floor. The other thing that I picked up was this puffin. I love this puffin fabric. And this one does not have vinyl on the bottom. It has a beautiful quilted fabric. Beautifully made. So that's those. A few presents that came from StitchNorth. So this one, I don't know, I didn't receive this. So Cheryl, this was given by a very nice participant of StitchNorth, and I can't remember who it is. I'm actually going to open it and see if it says in the back of the cards. But isn't that badge of the Blue Jay beautiful? So now I'm opening it because I haven't done that yet. I wanted to wait till I was here videoing. See if the floss cards say who. Oh, and there's a little wipe in here too. Oh, it's from Steph Knight at Lake Girl Stitches Flosstube. Isn't that beautiful? With a StitchNorth badge, which I think is adorable. Really cute. Debbie from Debbie Buggy D Creations, or Quilting by Design, gave us a lovely engraved Quilting by Design pen and a ruler. And from Gamma's Treasures, in this cute little bag, we got this, very useful because I did cut myself at StitchNorth, my own fault. It's a little bandage holder. Isn't that cute? Really good idea. And I think, not that that isn't enough, but I think that is all from my haul, which is, it was wonderful. So StitchNorth, I think I mentioned, I believe I mentioned before, that StitchNorth this year was the energy for week 1. I'm sure week 2 as well, but I was there for week 1, so I can speak to that. The energy was great. People were really having a fun time. Let me get cleaned up and then I'll talk to you. Okay, I'm back. I didn't really clean up, but I've got it at least out of the way a little bit. So the energy at StitchNorth Weekend One was awesome. The hotel, everybody was friendly and helpful as well. Yeah, it was, I think it was I hope Caroline and her team, and Caroline and Carrie and Hannah and everybody in the team thinks that the weekends were a huge success, because I certainly felt that they were. If you ever get a chance to go to StitchNorth Weekend One or Weekend Two, then do so, because it doesn't matter if you don't know anybody, because you'll have 225 friends at the end of it. So if you can do it, do it. I'd like to thank everybody that came to the Brin Nedle booth, because we were vending there this year, and it was fantastic to see so many familiar faces and new faces as well. So thank you very much for coming. Both my 4 Boys and an NL Girl and the Brin Nedle websites are down for construction at the moment. I will try and get those up within the next couple weeks. No, I don't have a firm deadline in my head, and working full time plus trying to fit in stitching in the evening, and the stitching or the knitting in the evening is really my priority, along with the other household chores that I have to do. So I will try and fit in some time to see to the websites as well. Other than that, it is great to be back with you. I've had a wonderful few weeks of stitching. As I think I also mentioned when I was in the car, really December through probably March, I hardly stitched at all. I was just simply too exhausted. So I started knitting again because I would find just the methodical. So I'm a process knitter. I don't often have finished products when I knit because I just like the movement of the needles, hearing the needles, having the fiber go through my hands, that I could just do that all day, every day, and not have any product at the end. And but the projects that I chose, the Sophie scarf and this Ellis Killen, I think I'm saying that right, Ellis Killen shawl that I'm doing, have been wonderful for my ability to be able to just knit for a row or two, or even less sometimes, and sometimes more, and then put it down and then pick it back up later in the day or something like that. That's been a wonderful distraction. So until next time, I hope you're happy and healthy and safe. I hope the weather is starting to get better where you are. Our tulips are up about this high. The tulip leaves, we haven't got any flowers yet, but I'm hopeful. And other than that, I hope you're safe, and I'll chat with you again soon. Bye.